And my name was the most bitch I'm coming. You shouldn't be beefing with God. Look, bitch, it's not Jehovah. They switch to the deity call, coming straight from Manny Hogan. What's up is deep in the fall, all the way to Minnesota. To Quincy as being a boss. Already know this is Indian country. I might be pulling up to Indiana. Everything ain't about getting no money. Don't have me pulling up with a bandana. I'm on a kayak and then I go float. I might be pulling up straight to Atlanta. You're not on my TV, you just gotta go. The government paying you right in the slammer. You wanna shine and you just wanna glow. Now you just looking for all of the glamour. Don't really care about your dirty laundry. I just be putting you guys in the hamper. All of you humans just full of some shit. When I start looking right into your pampers. Native American bad sticks. You mentioned us looking like we was some Santa. Yeah, I was in multiple forms. If it was ever a drop, then I'm not thinking back. And then I make multiple storms. Yeah, you getting mad and you really be sad when you see me talk to your whore. Chickens and pigs, I'm not even real. Would you be eating this puppy is born? Like, oh, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, yeah, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, oh, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, and my name was the most bitch I'm coming. Oh, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, oh, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, oh, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, and my name was the most bitch I'm coming. Why you in love with the bucket hat? You in a vest full of crabs, and I bet it'll be right where the bucket at. You mix the water with too many dussies, and now you gon' stay where it's muddy at. Walking around, you get put in the ground, and I will put you in another trap. Yeah, no, I ain't talking about soda, but you niggas fucking have. Yeah, no, I ain't shaking no head, I ain't giving no fucking tap. Saying I wasn't the best, you are out of your mind, and why would you utter that? If you was sleeping on me, then you better believe you be taking another nap. Yeah. You are just being a sheep. You are the only one scared of the devil because you are at where the demons are be. You know it's DoelowDaPilotman ripping the track and you know that it's me on the beat. No, I ain't dead like the president's book and you print me on money or me on the T. All of your people should be underneath, bitch. No, I ain't playing around. Homie, look, you should go play with your bitch. Or you could go and just play on the ground. If you in love with the hate, you get punched in your face before you was making a sound. Shout out a rapper, Ho, a Kamachi, and Apache, and most of them stay in the south. Those the people of God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, yeah, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, and my name was the most bitch I'm coming. God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, God, yeah, hoa, yeah, hoa, and my name was the most bitch I'm coming.
Going Super Saiyan. I'm going Super Native. Oh, I'm fucking Super Saiyan. I'm going Super Native. Check this out. We need to understand some things. Like I said, we're going to get logical. We're going to understand things clearly. We're going to understand the emotional aspect. But then we're going to come full circle. Circle out the square. Create another square on another platform that's a little bit more expanded so we can have more awareness of what we're dealing with so we can have better things to stand on. I'm going to tell you like that right now. Father is my rock. I'm going to tell you that right now. Father is my rock in this bitch. And we're going to figure out a better way how to stand on something. Stand and have a higher upper hand. Had a higher moral ground. And you could be in a position where you understand, okay, I bring that down into life. And anything I say out my mouth is sound. Explosive. Down. Oh, say a real the Dr. Dre song and shit like that. You probably have like 20 other people in the studio to help him with. Don't even front. Don't even front. Now, what in the black elf are they going to start talking about actual crimes in this P.Diddy waste up our tax dollars case? That's what we want to understand. Who's somebody paying for this? You ain't about to tell me it ain't the city, it ain't our tax money and stuff like that. It's being broadcasted, and our tax money is getting taken, and somebody else is getting money. when I start seeing these punk ass documentaries, when I start seeing these punk ass people in front of these microphones and shit like that, I start thinking like, who is you? You homeboy family? Y'all saying who is you? You homeboy cousin? Like who is you? Who is you talking? You know what I'm saying? I start thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Who is you? You know what I'm saying? So at some point, this is what we be getting a lot of times. We get like a whole bunch of made up jobs. They used to see people, random other people's family and stuff like that. You got to be like, who is you? Don't speak on nothing about what I got going on. Like, who is you? Go get my auntie to speak. I'm saying go get somebody who probably part of the situation. Who is you, dude? Y'all say you don't talk about my case, dude. You making money off my case, dude? I want all that money, even if I get 10 years. I want everything, every chunk, every piece of money you made off what? Piece of documentary, you in front of a microphone. Who is you? Who is you using my name to feed who? Feed who, what, when, and where? It's my shit. You know what I'm saying? At that point, he ain't got no good lawyer on that end either. We gotta stop letting crusty crabs just come out of nowhere and stuff like that. Be making up jobs and shit. Don't make up no job to speak on someone. Ain't your people. Ain't who you are. You ain't got shit to do with nothing. Go somewhere. Try to be a crumb snatcher now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. First and foremost, if you're an adult spirit, y'all must not even be getting no lawyers or anything in that nature. That's adult spirits in this bitch. That real shit. Don't use my name, my energy for nothing. Sad, you make any money off my shit. Give a fuck if I get 20 years to life. You make any money off my shit. That go to my commissary. Don't make up no punk ass law that just goes in the hand of somebody else punk ass family. And we gonna start getting these litigations and laws and shit, or you take your crusty ass back on your damn land. Ain't nobody be practicing no God on nobody's land either. We about to stop all that too. Ain't nobody about to be practicing this into some vicariously being somebody's God by English terms. Get the fuck out of here with that shit too. No motherfucker. Anybody use my motherfucking name, you bet not create no law around nothing that got something to do where it makes sense. You could speak for me or my family and I'm going through a serious case or whatever the case may be. And if you do got a law that make it seem like you can make money off a documentary or something about that motherfucker shit, oh god damn it, hell, we gonna have to change that motherfucker shit or that day. Because who made that a motherfucking law? Don't speak on my motherfucker shit. Now, that's how his lawyers should be. That's how P.Diddy should be. That's how all celebrities should be. Y'all punk asses. Don't use my name for no monetary gain, and I don't know you. If my name being used, you make sure it go to somebody that I might not be able to take care of if I got life or something like that. Or it's racism. And your whole system racism. Don't make no, you bet not make another discussion about it. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Now, if you ain't got no lawyer like that, you punk ass. Now, like I said, when we get into, y'all got to start becoming spiritual adults. Y'all just be letting child spirits act like they somebody based off money and property that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We're going to talk about morality and honor. Now, first and foremost, and law need to be built around that. Now, we're going to talk about the case, too. Now, tell me, when in the black elk is they going to start talking about an actual crime? They wasting our tax dollars. How many weeks it been? And how many months he spent in jail? And things of that nature. Make it a domestic case issue. If she already got paid, I don't give a fuck about anything that they did behind closed doors. So is this a goddamn smear campaign or what? This is childish people making a whole law around bullshit. This childish, I told you, people just be winging it. Y'all stop believing in people's circumstances and shit and make them come at round tables. Because it's like, it's weird. When is they going to stop wasting our tax dollars and shit like that and start talking about an actual crime? When is we start talking about P. Diddy crimes? I don't give a fuck about hot oil no more. So I don't give a fuck about, we already knew P. Diddy was gay. We knew that already. We knew Cassie already had, I want some money and want to get fucked 24/7 before she even met P. Diddy. Matter of fact, that's why she left Ryan Leslie dick. He probably wasn't putting it down as much. So around P. Diddy, she get it in more. Any other thing that come from that is people understanding if they made the right decision or not. So we're going to have to get into what the white man tactics have became too, trying to make up anything. And since we have allowed them to go so far down the years and the centuries, they didn't turn it into a psychology. So they can make up something you ain't even doing wrong like they did us doing ghost dances and star dances and shit like that and made that high something wrong with it or some case may be. So right now, this is how they trying to push the coercion energy. But like, this is some not self-reflecting and self-projecting concept, because like, if that's the case, the whole law and the way that the white man even created business and white collar and blue collar, we have to question what ain't a form of coercion. Because if you already on somebody else's land, coercion don't even work with bribery, because you already funding more off somebody's land, so you start killing and creating slavery. Other than that, bribery is just an updated version of coercion. So whatever coercion is what bribery is. Just in soft terms, soft corn. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Coercion is soft corn bribery. So I don't care what y'all even talking about. So what industry don't got a form of coercion in it for someone to even want to do something? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if my land wasn't sold up by WASI'CHU, I wouldn't care about no record. I still don't care about no record label. But destroying that shit so it could go back to cultural bases anyway. So it can't be touched. I wouldn't even be in that situation in the first place if they didn't bring some system over here to make people do what they already doing and coerce them into a record deal, or bring foreigners over here, coerce them into you being able to take care of your family into some system that we only could win in, coerce somebody into wearing nail polish, coerce Shaquille O'Neal to put on a Shaq on a basketball commercial, coerce goddamn it, homeboy to kiss a man, that was one of y'all favorite actors or something. He was supposed to be an A-list actor, the homeboy Denzel Washington. These is coercion tactics. It's just bribery, like, you know what I'm saying? So what industry ain't coercion? So you can't even go deep into that crime with P. Diddy and Cassie because she involved with too much of it herself and planning of it herself. So it ain't coercion when somebody is with the consenting. It ain't coercion of somebody consenting. The consenting is CON. The person who consenting is creating a con about coercion crimes. That's a con. So her man is the reason why they rocking P. Diddy to sleep and whatever else he involved in and shit. So they have to. This is a butt bumping on a high or smear campaign. It's either, it ain't got nothing to do with law. They law is trash at this point. So it's either two things and both negative. It's either a smear campaign or a white man figured out another way to scam again. AKA, I don't know how to do what people we think we rule over and God's over know how to do. So let me create a job where I could blend in. And it's just words like commentator, judgmental. This is the only thing a white boy know how to do. Take somebody's culture and become a commentator. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. They create jobs around commenting energy. So you end up not even having no gifts and talents anymore. It ain't nothing to commentate on anymore. Next thing you know, everybody page have to be members only or something like that. And wait till somebody be flunked out and get shadow banned to be it. So for an example, I'm shadow banned, right? But anything I speak about, they got everybody wanting to talk about right now. Spirituality, racism, and all this goddamn shit. This is showing you, man, we the power. These people ain't shit. These people is struggling. Look at that as struggling. And they got a fake synthetic way to make it seem like they're more spiritually and physically rich than you. You might not got more money than them, but they need all your character for them to fund off of and harness your energy. They can't harness your spirit. That's a main up thing. Your spirit is creating the creativity. For someone to harness your spirit, they got to take your creativity from you. Can't nobody do that. They just mimic you and copy you and then make money off of it and can't do it themselves. So we get the failing of religions, the failing of societies, the failing of cultures, the failing of, it's just be a failing of synthetic cosplay. That's all it is. You can't really do it. You can't do it yourself. You don't got it like that. That's all it really is. That's like locking a person up. That don't mean you can stop them from thinking. They probably can learn how to draw better than everybody in the jail cell. You didn't stop the spirit. You just tried to cage what the spirit can express, the mind and the body. Y'all think the spirit is the mind. That's why white boy going to hell, because they think the spirit is the mind and it got something to do with the light. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's stupid. Who thought like that? No one thought like that. It had to have something to do with they got some money behind it. And now is the justification. Like, oh, this is the right thing to do. Because the money ain't had nothing to do with stopping from looking like Krusty Krab and Homer Simpson and having a small dick. It ain't never had nothing to do with that. The magic squares ain't never had nothing to do. It had everything to do with let's make people chattel slaves in this parameter because we created money and we got this type of object and we got melted metals. It ain't never had nothing to do with the actual symbol itself. It ain't never had nothing to do with the actual sun. It's nothing. It's just lostness for real. Like, so we got to start waking up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why it ain't really never been asleep. But it's like sometimes y'all just be retarded because y'all don't got y'all shit. So when y'all ain't got y'all shit, y'all don't be able to look at some other shit like, man, that's weak as fuck. Wait a minute, that look like my shit. Wait a minute, this look like somebody else shit. Who is you, dude? This got something to do with money. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else because you got arthritis in the right kneecap. Out of here, dude. Let's race right now. Let's race. You ain't faster than me. Somewhere down the line, you ain't practicing something right, dude. Cut a check. That's it. I don't hear nothing else. I don't hear no words. Go straight to white boy. And no other words. Don't use no spooky words. It's white boy, cut a check. That's it. I said that's it. Ain't hearing nothing else, man. Well, shit, anything else is racism, manipulation, psyop, coping with you ain't make the cookies in the cookie jar, but you own the cookie jar. I don't hear none of that shit. I'm saying this should be real. Like, y'all gotta understand real life. Y'all be flown out. But look, we gotta look at the case. Coercion. We got to dive deep in that. What is this? What is coercion that he's being charged with? We already debunked racketeering. So we know this is another white boy tactic of butt bunking, and he forgot to update his words and books in law, linguistic, and Coptic and Demotic. Now we got coercion. Sad shit. Everything they pull out about coercion, shit, she was a whole adult on her own. And probably about 5 goddamn managers around her before she made decisions. So I don't hear about that either, including Ryan Leslie. I don't hear about that either, shit like that. Like, who's all these people she writing for and shit like that? I'm pretty sure they know who P.Diddy is and everything of that nature. And they probably was in competition. I said, so I don't hear all that shit. I hung around long enough till you got broke. I don't hear nothing else. I said, a bitch will take a few slaps and hit upside the head and black eyes and wear sunglasses when it's her family reunion about 10, 20 times. If there's some checking a record there and some attention behind it and shit like that and getting fucking good real quick. I said, that's shit. I don't hear nothing else. Everybody be adults. Motherfuckers be adults. Or there'll be some goddamn law system where a motherfucker go to jail when something happened. You know what I'm saying? First goddamn bitch Bill Cosby gave a goddamn Quelo to, Bill Cosby would have served that 6 months then. It would have been a whole pile up like he's doing a RICO charge and he's selling dope, but goddamn niggas in New York and shit like that. What they call these people? I forgot what they call all these mafia cat names, and then the niggers start acting like it too. So I forget. But all these people and stuff like that, it's all this cat, he got a whole RICO charge about just fucking bitches and shit like that. So y'all gotta be careful. They'll send y'all the white woman and she have in her mind, that's the whole plan. Y'all got to be careful when y'all dealing with people in like fraternities and stuff like that. That be the psyop. You know what I'm saying? Once they get like a few welcomings to somebody's dinner or college teacher dinner or some shit like that, oh, that's the whole thing. So they think what they doing is right. You'll be thinking like, oh, this person just retarded. No, they just institutionalized. They think what they doing is the right thing, such as like how they had the whole Black Panther shit and shit like that, cosplaying as Native Americans. They had all kind of shit that they be doing to y'all foreigners, and y'all be knowing what y'all doing. Y'all just know that y'all trying to assemble. Native Americans ain't never tried to assemble. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all just don't even have a government. Y'all like to assemble in some establishment of a government, and the government you trying to assemble in, cats just winging it. They don't know what they doing. I'm saying we done had SARS flu, they got damn all kind of damn flu shots and all kind of bullshit you can name in a book. Just don't know what to do with our time. I'm saying real shit. You don't teach motherfucking kids how to build your immune system naturally in this motherfucking shit. I'm saying that don't be taught in motherfucking schools. I know something else. Everybody ain't got y'all weak ass health systems. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all weak ass health systems are desertated, tree and body water and stuff like that is desertated, don't mean everybody need to get some shot put in their blood to protect something floating in the air all the time and shit like that. And everybody don't need that shit. You know, so all the way down to tornadoes and shit. The first tornado happened in the damn late 1600s and shit when white boy got over here. The end. Don't ever put it past nothing else. We ain't got no tornadoes in our history books. We be talking about other shit. We talking about wind spirits and driving everybody nuts in a certain area, a tribe or a certain river, and everybody going crazy with their communication, and it might lead into physical. That's what we talking about. White boys start listening to shit like, create a whole heating system by the riverfront, by the waterfront, start washing away washing away the wigwams and shit. Trying to move us out the way. I'm saying, like, y'all don't know how deep this shit go. We don't even be talking about white boy. We be talking about other shit. These guys come and include themselves in our mind. This cat's been lost a long time ago. This cat's been lost a long time ago. This cat's been lost for a long time. Y'all ain't about to be lost on no law. So we about to try to understand this. Coercion. What is coercion? Like at this point, coercion, throw that out. So the last thing is I beat bitches. She got paid for that already. Y'all failed. Y'all said y'all making us look at y'all law system as weak, and it's just new ways for a white man to create a job called commentating. So the more we see white boys up here in front of microphones, that's what it was all about in the first place. We know we will never be sitting up here trying to wait for no white boy to talk, and we still ain't. No, that's why we online right now, trying to look at everybody else. Even if it's a peaceful white boy, we know how to pick up the positive energy behind it, and we know who got the scam. And 9 times out of 10, they probably got a FBI hat on or something anyway. You know what I'm saying? But they don't always show it. Sometimes they just come up here and act like that's their job. They up there reporting or some goddamn shit, like reporting something they just did. Something, their whole plan, they sat around at a round table and set up and said, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be the fireman. What you gonna be? I'm gonna be the police sergeant. Oh, what you gonna? Oh, say real shit, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Fox tonight. Oh, fucking that. Oh, fucking that. Oh, so these cats all know how to act real good and shit, real acting qualities and shit. These cats act for real. You just act in movies. You know what I'm saying? These cats act for real. You just act in movies. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand that. You just act on your little skits and albums and shit. Little commercials and That's So Ravens and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. These cats act for real. You had a whole damn Star Trek crew on goddamn news channel and shit. You don't know who you watching this shit. You think it's a reporter. You think it's the fireman and shit. You think it's the brain surgeon or oh shit. You think it's the foreign exchange manager general or some shit. Oh, shit. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. Oh, Sam. Yeah, that's a whole Star Trek crew you watch. That's Star Trek crew right there. That's Star Trek crew. Y'all be lost as hell. Real shit. Hey, I know how to peep game. This is my lens. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's also foreign tactic. I can't do nothing else but laugh. It's like, man, how I see things is the foreigner brain, the person who's been here for a while and what they doing. I just like sit outside the box and watch it like a movie. It's like I be seeing every route and it'd be funny as hell. If you like, let this person get over this person. I'm saying this person don't do what they doing. This person just got that by nepotism, or this person right here just getting ready to get rocked to sleep. This person don't even know what to think, whatever to even develop what to say, what's going on with them right now. It's just like at this point, I just be like, man, y'all got it. Oh, y'all got it. Y'all got it, man. Real shit. This should be silly as hell, though. Man, this should be funny as hell. Because I can't even see it no other way but the natural way. And shit wasn't here before type of way. So I look at it through the holy holies. I'm like, oh, this is a holy version first. Then each individual on a holy plan this out and shit like that, and everybody can't catch on and shit like that. Ain't worth trying to make everybody catch on either. Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't worth it. But at the same time, man, like, well, you can help one take ears to see, eyes to hear. Hopefully they wake up and it's supposed to be used as a practice, aka you don't even have to be in the type of situation. Not you're already in the situation, it's too late. That's just like people going to hell and shit. They don't believe it. They laughing, kiki hyena, kiki hyena and shit like he kiki and like hyenas and this motherfucker shit. And that's the mathematics it takes to get there. Of course, if somebody gonna tell you this how you get here, you're not supposed to go there that way. And there's certain egos that you automatically have dealt with yourself for you to not be in that position in the first place. Of course, the motherfucker will make up a way to never go there and still be an ego ass motherfucker and they evil. And they evilness. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you lay your bed, you make it. You know what I'm saying? You make your bed, you lay in that bitch. So you got to know what you done by yourself. Everybody know what they done when they by themselves, not when they're around others getting validated on justifications and coping mechanisms and validations issues and shit like that. Them, and all that be wearing off. You be knowing when you even got away with making others agree to your bullshit when you by yourself and be like, damn, man, that is kind of negative. I got away with that. I made people believe. Oh, I said you a bad spirit. No, ain't nobody getting away with shit. That's the great spirit talking to you without no damn words. Like, yeah, you know you full of shit. You know you full of shit. You know, since you even see that. That's ears to see, eyes to hear. So you better do a little better next time and shit, man. So every day you go against that, you know, you start getting your spiritual ass kicked. And you start coping like, nah, it ain't that. Nah, it ain't. This reason why this happened to me ain't because of that. And nah, you be fighting against it. You be fighting the great spirit. And the great spirit be kicking your ass. Great spirit be whooping your ass. Oh, I'm saying real shit. The great spirit even show you where a human be trying to do that at. You be like, man, get out the way. You ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm fighting a real battle right now. You synthetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Great Spirit be showing you all kind of shit. Like, we get out of here, child. It'll be dealing with real spiritual battles and shit. That therefore, whatever position whoever a human was in, you'll be able to do that 10 times, 20 plus Super Saiyan over them. Like, ain't nothing. Like, you go somewhere and kick them down a roll or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. The only thing they can do is act out evil or forceful or energy at that point in the physical world. They ain't about nothing, nowhere, no galaxy. But at some point, you gotta start to realize that's when the Great Spirit start kicking your ass and shit. Like, you're like, oh, okay, I gotta get right. And then you get on that level where you see things how I see it and shit too. And you at the happy hunting grounds. You know what I'm saying? Get your peace pipes, bitch. You might know a little something. Bitch. For ceremonial practices only. Now I'm saying now got y'all for entertainment practices only. That's why half y'all sleep, dumb, can't work no more, retarded, arthritis in your left pinky toe and everything, and you ain't nothing but 23 years old. You damn retarded. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So like, oh, get that clear and correct right now too. Don't cast no judgments. Don't cast no judgments, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, getting into coercion though, like I don't see it, and I don't see the racketeering. So yeah, we see the I beat bitch energy and I'm nasty energy. You know, his name, he got Bad Boy Records for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's Bad Boy Records for a reason. Now, take that. And we see he was taking it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of take that energies and stuff like that. And we see that he was taking it and stuff. And a lot of things that we can start looking at the record label and be like, no, we don't want to take it there. And we don't want to take that. No shit. Because first contract, we don't even want to take that. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that come with it. You know what I'm saying? So we start thinking real good now. These people could be used as an example. Not with the white boy trying to get money off documentaries and try to make it seem like, hey, this case is going to teach us something. No, in your case, this is going to teach us that white boy still scamming everybody. You need to start just getting out of conversations and start even cutting checks or start doing right. Anything else, you just getting like, you know what I'm saying? Your discernment need to go up when it comes to goddamn it getting rejected. You need to think about getting more right with God than anybody else and anybody else culture and business, and think about whatever you got more control over, making it more right and peaceful. You need to think more about that. You don't need to think about nothing else. I said real shit. Don't join them. No discussions about nothing. No heritage discussions, but especially that fatigue discussion. That's like weird to me. How is y'all having fatigue on somebody else's land? Y'all gotta chill with that. But y'all said at that point, everybody in the whole world should have fatigue then. That they ain't even start to express yet. It's like overcharge fatigue. It's like overdue fatigue that anybody get yet. Like people ain't realized they was even tired yet because the birdies still flying around their head and stars. So there's a lot of people who got this party still wake up 10 years from now and start realizing, damn, that's a lot of fatigue. I gotta start expressing this shit. I got like the whole 1,000 years worth of fatigue. I ain't gonna never get tired now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You end up turning into Kevin Gates and shit like that before he got psyoped to start putting on tuxedos and buck ass. You know what I'm saying? You start feeling like that, the true spirit again, back when he was actually selling records. You know what I'm saying? You get back like that. Now, Kevin Gates, get back normal now. Get back normal. No, I'm telling you, don't leave the streets like that. I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck about you either. Didn't you get out of jail once upon a time? Shit, that let you know. Don't give a fuck about cooning. Because they don't give a fuck about you when it's time for bump banking. Shit like that said. I said real shit. Yeah, we ain't even gonna get tired. We got about 1,800 years before we even get tired. I'm telling you that right now, especially when it comes to us Native Americans. Y'all might get unfatigued right now. Get strength like everybody else right now. Start building mental strength. Oh, God, you're saying you might as well get unfatigued. That's the problem why y'all got goddamn multiple sclerosis right now. And 2 left feet. You've been fatigued too long and stuff like that. It's time for y'all to start taking accountability for some shit like that and start getting like everybody else. Whole worth of generation ancestry, 7, 14, 21, 28 generations down the line worth of shit fatigue. It's about time to catch up. You shouldn't be tired at all. You know what I'm saying? You should be tired at all. Shit, real shit, I'll get tired. I'll get tired. I'll get tired. Y'all got about, hold on, y'all get here like 5,000 years ago? Y'all got about like, shit, about 1,200 to 2,000 years more to go before you even can make up any discussion about fatigue, anything. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And we're going to get that clear right now. So let's throw that out the discussion. Same way with coercion, same way with racketeering. We're going to throw this out. We need more people in these goddamn jail cells other than just popping up like Gene Dale, because y'all heard me say it a live stream before. We need a little bit more exercise in y'all quote-unquote linguistic systems and law systems better than that. He need to be in a jail cell, not showing up, goddamn, to show his credence to somebody or some time. That let you know right there, he was the feds the whole time. He up there telling the feds, yeah, y'all doing a good job. I say he was in on it since 1996. Yeah, I said these cats was him, even all the way on the West Coast. All these cats, Reggie White, all these cats all feds. All these cats was in it since 1997. They all was in on it with goddamn Birdman signed Cash Money Records on the dotted line and shit. All these cats was in on it at that time on the West Coast and shit. Y'all saying what things was going on at that time, and Master P was dropping Ice Cream Man. And all these cats. Master P know when he popped up in California what the fuck was going on over there. I said, shit, these people don't be blind. They just be shut the fuck up. I said, real shit. And they talk too much, you go broke or somewhere or some shit. I said, you know who Master P is. You know who Lil Romeo is. I said, you know who Sultan Shocker is. You know who C Murder is. I said, real shit. Now, I don't know what's be wrong with y'all. Y'all be thinking this shit like that. Be some deep shit going on. Like, they know all the kind of psyops and shit going on behind closed doors. Y'all just hear about on VH1 15 years later or some shit on DJ Glad. No, I'm saying 20 years later or some shit like that. Man, this shit be deep before you even thought something was deep. You know what I'm saying? A whole little book, Vatican basement psyop been going on hundreds of goddamn years of shit. You just knew the shit. That's why a lot of y'all Gen Zs, y'all might have been watching me like, let's say 2016, right? You start watching me in 2021, 2022, and you like, damn, this is crazy. Or you listen, you ain't doing nothing but getting your age and going through what your parents went through, what your parents went through. This ain't nothing new. The government been doing this. They actually did it worse. We had like Jim Crow, like law removal, move all Indians westward. We go back. You know what I'm saying? It'll show you in like some like soft corn version of it though. But don't ever forget, and don't ever get it fucked up to think that since you came 17 and you became 18 and 19, you jumped in some world that just now started happening. No. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. No. You just catching on to your version of it as you now, as an adult, jump on some esoteric slave boat. That's it. The motherfucker, this some psyop. That motherfucker ain't new. This ain't new. When everybody turned 18 years old, they experienced the same shit. Something funny in government. I'm saying. So if you Gen Z and you get online being a content creator, you coming across even other people, even probably looking at my chat, you probably see all kind of racist shit, right? That you not listen. You just go back and look at what all the wars was made for, especially the Indian Wars. Then go look back at the Civil Wars and shit. Once the freedman start waking up and things of that nature, then you're gonna start to realize, oh, we had a long period of not having no wars and things of that nature. All right, you know, but enough white boys got hit upside the head enough times after a while. But it's because of this situation right here. You know what I'm saying? They in some situation where they got them just exercise some shit, and you ain't experiencing nothing new. You're walking into something. Your parents, your aunties, your uncle. Now that you're seeing people online experiencing the things of that nature, but that's what all wars about. When white boy get hit upside their head too many goddamn times, we have a motherfucking war. That's it. But the reason we have a war, because white boys want to run around and play God too much and start to realize the immorality of it once 5 years, 10 years go, 15 years, 20 years go. Then once we get like a young group of people to become elders, that sparks something. Then everybody down the line and start getting confused, running around like chickens with no head, and everybody going to war. And that's how us Native Indians in this motherfucker are goddamn prisoners of war. So if you ever been to a powwow, that ain't no ceremony, that ain't shit, and it's ran by a white boy in some damn football field or something. Y'all said or some shit. Goddamn it, we prisoners of war. The end. You know what I'm saying? Or if it wasn't that way, the Native Americans would be the richest over here, or we'd be having the most say so in government and things of that nature. And we pick who gonna be the rapper or not, who gonna have the sign and symbol, what represent this country, this Indian country or not, and all the Indian cities and states and shit like that. This is Ohio land. You know what I'm saying? Mini Hoken. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what everybody else talking about and shit like that. Y'all can do whatever y'all talk about in Asian land or whatever. Y'all should go back to y'all lands. When you hear me say Mini Hoken, you can even get on Google and then come back to my land, just without the English terms. You know what I'm saying? So you just need to understand that anyway. So for the most part, y'all get lost all this. The street you live on right now is named after a Native American tribe that was there. Every street is named, only streets that's named after The white boys is the people who came over here, copied our Muskogean Creek, turned it into Greek, all of our languages, the Cherokee and stuff, and turned it into the Jewish shit, and became try to be our chiefs. So anytime in the Bible, so this is how they wrote in the Bible, but it's really our Bible as interpretation. As time move on and them getting rid of us, them playing that behind closed doors as Jesuits and Masons. So in the Bible, if you hear something like the tribe of Judah, right, that's just that Jesuit that was ruling them specific tribes and stuff like that. For an example, right, like St. Clair, like how we got invaded over here, St. Clair and Israel, dude. So the Israel dude that's practicing the shit that y'all think in the Bible is Israel is an actual person who brought the concept over here. But is this Israel? We will be considered Israelites or the Nephites, what they call that, Nephites or some shit like that. But we is not these terms. It's white boy explaining themselves trying to become the chief, and it's saying, oh, those are Cleveland's Indians. So it'll be the Cat tribe, the Erie tribe, and it's the Cleveland dude being a Jesuit trying to save our souls, saying, yeah, those are Cleveland Indians. Those are the Indians that's ran by Cleveland Jesuit and Euclid, and then them coming over here. And Israel dude, Israel Lumpus, whatever his name is something. This is Jesuits and Masons, Pilgrims. What's his name? Israel Lumpus. No, not Olympus. I forget his name. Yeah, Lumpa. I don't know. I don't know. Israel that who came over here with St. Clair to raid Native Americans. What's the dude's name? Yeah, so y'all be worshiping Jesuits and Masons, but you don't understand because how it's written. Since it's my culture, Native Americans is able to understand Hebrew texts, and that's why I go straight to Kings and shit like that, because it's basically the Inca shit and stuff like that. But for the most part, the pharaohs in the Bible, the Egyptians is white boy, who whatever that they did to the Arabs and the Moors and the African Negro tribes and shit like that, then whatever he did to them is white boy claiming superiority. So it's a allegory to white boy and the government. So the pharaohs is a representation of governors who's playing the president or pharaoh and stuff like that. And all the stories of the people interacting with the pharaohs are allegories to the pharaohs trying to be the chiefs of each Native American tribe that span out the whole North American continent, from southern, south to Central America and things of that nature. So each general has a person with them writing down when they're trying to understand the tribe that we're already the WAEZ gods. We're already the chiefs. We're already the sachems and stuff. So this is why anytime you're hearing a white boy talk, trying to play God, he's talking to his animals, us as a tribe. And us being serpents and us not listening to it and stuff, or us having these type of clothing on, and watch the same birds who with the feathers flock together, right? Them talking about certain tribes, Native Americans. This is our get down. You see what I'm saying? So the New Testament ain't about nothing else. Don't get confused. It ain't about nothing else. There's this white boy trying to play God, and they start making movies about it. Cowboys versus Indians, and remix the history to make you look like we lived in a safari or something like that. And teepees was first. Teepees came in the 1800s after we got colonized and stuff like that. First, it was wigwams, mounding, like the Pueblo and the Danette and every stuff like that. Up here, long houses, wigwams and stuff. And if it was a teepee, it was just considered in the areas of ground where we meet for the white plate or the red plate. And the red plate will be when we start to initiate the villages that we call towns. Villages ain't something smaller than a town. That's the whole thing, where we create areas for war grounds, whether we do a sport or something being done unlawful, then there's a sacrifice that has to be made. Like if someone died based on a mistake or a killing or someone going too far, something has to be replaced with something. That's what a sacrifice is that white man started to demonize. And then how we could categorize the white states with the white template, because we had the whole government USA is using our shit. We had a deeper, way better way that was way more. They hate that. Then the white way, the white template is the peace areas, right? So those would be the main areas where just the TP's at, even in the Great Plains and shit. Those would be the areas where the TP's at, because those would be where the areas where the hunting, the utensils and things is that nature. But will we share hunting grounds, and we be supposed to know the monetary gain. Don't take too much off of that fruit that ain't in that, you know, that this tribe's supposed to have, because we're in the middle of creating bands. And they have y'all thinking we all had different languages. That might be the case by slight different clothing, hairstyle, but linguistic, but it's a band extinction. What do that actually mean? When it comes into an actual band extinction, that's a tribe not wanting to practice incest. Hold on real quick. Hold on. That's a tribe band extinction. So for the most part, that's a tribal extension. So ain't nobody trying to practice incest. So for the most part, it's about extending tribes. So we start to call it bands. And then that's when the sachem will start fucking more, or the war chief was the son of the sachem, or the massasoit, or the aractaswa, or the mamanatoic, however you want to call it, or the singer, however the case it may be. The sachem will go ahead and then for the most part, have a son, or have someone else they're raising, someone else who's creating a band. So they're leaving their tribe, right? They probably had a kid or whatever the case may be, but that kid will be raised by the mother and the uncles and stuff like that, and still by him. But let's say he's a young man. Let's say he's 18, or he's like 21 or 20 or 20s and 20s, 30s, whatever the case may be. Then he had come and he's still a version of a son, and he could be the same age as me. But let's say if I'm the sachem, he'd still be my son. I'll be the father. This is how we kind of got it set up. And he'd be the war chief. I'll be the sachem. And then we had a medicine man. And then all three of us had these qualities based upon the medicine woman and how she, or grandma, and how she correlated anyway. You know what I'm saying? Which all of us, we even have to still go back to them ground bases to see what she's witnessing too. For everybody to still have some type of wisdom and shit like that. This is where y'all get that good grandma quality, even outside of your actual grandma, and be able to find it in the holy holy, even if your actual grandma have died, right? And you're able to honor that spirit and the actual quality if you tapped into the actual land, however the case may be. So for the most part, that's how, when it comes into languages being able to be interpreted. And then if you a settler, you think that people had different languages because you might be interacting with one other than the other. So this why you would need an interpreter, but the person that's interpreting can understand both parties, both bands. You get it? So when you hear things like Chickasaw, that's a Jesuit saying that's his tribe. So we're getting indoctrinated with Catholicism. And Catholicism is just white man colonizing. And the trick of it is befriending you, using your culture, keeping the things you like, but just accept our ways. And their ways ain't nothing else but allow us to be on your land and take what you're already doing for us to be lazy. That's literally what it is. And if you don't, we'll kill you. So we're just in a system right now where they need foreigners to keep doing that, because that natural way of doing it is wrong. So when we think about slavery, is not necessarily predicated on race. It's predicated on, if you could be conquered, then you could, and then being a prisoner of war, it was seen as a normal thing to these foreigners and things of that nature. So it was resource based. So a person was just as good as material. A person was just as good as a resource and things of that nature. So if you are a conquered people, it's not about you even being smart enough to not be manipulated. You're through force, right? Already you're doing labor, because the labor itself is how everybody's surviving. Now that we got all this technology and things of that nature and GMO, we're not even in that stage of having to even be in survival mode like that either, when it comes to resources and stuff like that. So we're just at a time right now where things have to be updated, because the system that we're running off of, we're not at the original basis of it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it looks weird. And then that's how we get into this like P. Diddy case, And we see how it's weird. So we just see as white boy practicing, oh, we just like to create a job copying other people's culture so we could create commentator. And when we can raise y'all up, we can lower y'all ego into what we think what ego mean and what we think what morality mean or something like that. But these people have the highest unmoral rate we've seen throughout history. So it's just a God complex. Them trying to play God. And we have allowed them to feel that way because the only excuse they can do that with is because they killed. It ain't really was no form of intelligence. It wasn't no form of relatability. It was just because they killed. And since they can't go back to actually killing, this is why they get their spiritual ass kicked throughout the time, like right now. And they think they're losing their power in some other type of way. You never had no power. You just killed. And the only time you shake up the world got to do with killing. So here's where wars come from. And the only time you think the news channel is exciting, it got to be some white boy talking about war. They don't know anything else. If they actually had some quality of building their actual creativity, it'd be a better world and everybody having something to be entertained by. Right now, they're trying to compete with individuals and make people part of their game that's still degenerate. They're trying to compete with people who's doing things that don't even need them. Just straight creative. And it ain't what we do, it's how we do it. We could do the same way. It ain't like they doing stuff we don't know. We doing the same thing. They actually need everybody to do what they're doing. The only difference is without them, we want to do it. With them, it seems like we're being forced to do it. So we need something switched. They don't know what else to talk about but segregation and shit like that. Maybe we need to go back. Maybe we need to go back. You keep trying to go back with your starting seed. Go back in some nuts. Go back to where you think you came. Go back into a womb. Go back this stuff. Go back to a book. Go back. You just have to know you came after the fact. What's first shall be last. Last shall be first. You know what I'm saying? So you come last. You know what I'm saying? So whoever ruled first gonna rule last. And whoever came last gonna be the first to fall. So whatever synthetic concept that's made is just in some defense of the inevitable. But I don't know what y'all be clinging on to in the physical. I don't necessarily have anything to do with that. And killing people ain't going to make it better. I'm tell you that right now. Killing people ain't going to change nothing. That's already you not changing yourself. That's so you need external validation for you to feel like you believe something. If you believe something, you believe it. You do it. You believe in a certain exercise, you do it. You believe in a certain diet, you do it. You don't need nobody else to believe it. It worked for you. Go do it and mind your business. The moment you need someone else to constantly be reminded you know how to do something, I don't think you know how to do it. I think you bullshitting about something. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to esoteric, I think when it comes to atoms, I think when it comes to suns, galaxy, NASA, shit, I think y'all bullshitting somewhere. I don't think you know what you're doing. I think you just winging it. You ain't got no common sense. So at some point, you gotta keep that real. Y'all don't got no common sense. And y'all steal everything anyway, you know what I'm saying? I was the presence up under the tree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be throwing things in car engines and shit like that, like Jeep Cherokees and Tahoes and Pontiac Thunderbirds and shit like that. And for the most part, you just die. Don't make no, you can't like be in the energy of enjoying it. So yeah, you can say yeah the money is passed down and shit like that, but none of these people really enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? In some case. So if we get to a point where everybody want to make their own cars and shit like that, nothing's going to matter but people's culture. Yet cars still going to be made. Or would be no such thing as us having this little tariff conversation and having a foreign car, let's buy more American car conversations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is letting y'all know we in cultural world right now. Your culture got to be about something, or whatever you producing off of it wouldn't even work. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can make a bargain in a game system. Anybody can make a government. Anybody can make a game. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we need to understand what's lower versions of these concepts. And we can see through people's traits, through their actions. For an example, if I used y'all tax dollars and I made YouTube, and there was a lot of people complaining about trolling, I'm going to make sure the software I create don't have anything to do with trolling, to spark animosity, to have content creators being sentiments like mine and things and other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to take full accountability and full responsibility. If I'm not, I'm going to have to leave it up to giving people more credit that they're more intelligent to know that I'm the one running the program, so I'm the one allowing it. And the more I don't say anything about it, I'm showing my hand. And the more that I let time go, and let's say I jump in some energy where I do want to start talking about it, it's too late. I'm showing my hand. I'm trying to stop something, but really I'm projecting. I'm the person that's involved in creating problem and solution concept. So I created this problem. It's not going the way I planned. So now let me start talking about it. Now, like I could save it. And that don't work anymore. So this is the kind of situation white boy got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Based upon coping, other things. Because I like to dig in the spirit. I don't give a fuck about what y'all be thinking mentally and physically and what y'all thinking what's going on in the world. I know I control people's mind. Ain't no race war in real life. So I know when I get online and I open my mouth, I make things happen. So for the most part, I'm not making a race war. I'm doing real witchcraft. I'm making white boy crash out. So when white boy crash out, he's the only one that's racist to everybody. And then you can't even create a narrative on anybody else. So the more you want to feed whatever you want to feed, you don't know what you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You just need to understand that and go to hell in peace. But other than that, that's the only thing being played on right now. Witchcraft on white boy. So we can, the powerful spirits can show y'all white boy have no intelligence. And in all these books, it's bullshit. And this how you do it in real time. Not no bullshit y'all doing. This how you do it in real time. The shit that they had to sit back and be like, oh, let's write this down. Not the shit you had to think about that they got a hold over and doing a synthetic version of it on you. No. You don't do that. You make people go to hell on themselves. And especially if you know a person is in their ego or whatever the case may be, right? For the most part, all you got to do is go to the happy hunting grounds, spark a seed that look relatable, and it's more in sync with everybody. And it play out in all fields of reality. And let's say that's upholding your culture. Then you being the closest to the Great Spirit, being in that space, you bring that whole influence down and express it as a star, right? A person is not even distracted with anything that they're going through when they start to see something exciting that they can see that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. The energy itself is closer to God. It automatically burns off all synthetic other things. So if a person had parasites attached to them, as soon as they start trying to do what I showed, they automatically start to be aware of something attached to them. And then they get to break it down in their own individual way, how it's Brother kind of man, or how something like that and things of that. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to see, okay, whose culture is creating the seed of the parasite and who culture is creating the seed of becoming free and things of that nature. And then for the most part, it becomes a situation where it ain't necessarily affecting people, but it's the actual quality of whatever you doing self-reflects. So when everybody is doing what they supposed to do and you ain't, you the only one look like you ain't doing what you supposed to do. And if you synthetic and cosplaying, right, then you can only look like you doing what you supposed to do. And if you never was doing what you supposed to do, it can only look like what other people is doing, what they supposed to do. And if you still being negative, that monetary gain percentage scale is still going to be there. So you're never going to look genuine. You're always going to look like it's something just in it for you. So when that don't work, right, you end up just going, you ain't got no defense. You have to fight fire with fire now. And then if your only fire is just what it always been in the first place, negativity, okay, you get your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? You show that you wasn't a god. You show that you wasn't what you thought you was. You're not a man. You're not anything. You're just someone who just created manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get people grounded on that level. Make them crash out. Make them think, since they want to live online, make them think what we doing is something going on in real life. So when they start to express it, because they think they run the world, they're the only person expressing themselves in real life. Since they want to play online games. You know what I'm saying? They want to create narratives and stuff like that. We're going to make them put them in a situation on who creating the programs or the narratives. The end. To the point that everything they trying to do, they can't do it no more. We didn't kick the can down the road. They can't even fully express AI to us now. So now they got to just be salty in everybody's chat. That's all y'all seeing them do right now, just be salty in people's chat. That's a form of saltiness. You know what I'm saying? Think about when you was in high school and you was around punks, male or female. It'd be salty energy. You know what I'm saying? That's like a person always focusing on you and stuff like that. You're just salty about something. And just think about it. They salty because you just you. Because you just being you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point, this is weird. But yeah, that's just what y'all experiencing right now, a bunch of saltiness. But yeah, don't let them think it's anything else. So we go about 4 or 5 more minutes. But yeah, so that's how we see the system right now. It's crazy because we seeing white boy trying to assemble with us. That's weird. Well, you shouldn't even care. Me personally, if I made a lot of money and stuff like that, I just go back where the fuck I'm from. And this motherfucker shit like, I don't have to be in people's faces and shit. So obviously it got something to do with something else. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna never make me think you God. You might as well forget that. Because that's all the government is. You would never make me believe you God. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's some made up shit. I'm gonna stop speaking English after a while. For real. That's dumb. Oh, that shit is stupid shit. I'm saying that's stupid human shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know anything. I can see if you know something. Or you help my people and we're not crippled right now and stuff like that. You ain't did shit. It's worthless at some point. Like really like worthless. So like don't nobody bother me. And shit, I was like, I cut this live stream off. I go back in real life. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this online shit, and then y'all practicing racism, then y'all get your ass kicked, and then we see y'all exercise that racism in real life. Y'all damn fools. You're a damn white fool. You're a fucking fool. All you did was make people look at y'all funny. And people's aunties look at y'all funny. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Who cares? If you want to discredit yourself, go ahead. Who cares? But yeah, we got this. Welcome to the Sun and Gemini, the Sun and Deer, y'all. So it's gonna be a lot of airheaded energy and stuff like that. People trying to mix themselves in conversations and shit like that. You know, if you already powerful, you already got your shit. You ain't gotta mix with nothing. All you gotta do is be you, and then get prepared to get hated on. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you're a native, you know they hate to the T. We ain't gonna see the type of hate we get on nobody else with they little foreigners and shit like that. You already know that. So a lot of y'all don't even care to join this shit. But if you do, just know that's what it is. And you know how they be creating little psyop pages and shit, talking to themselves. They be the feds talking to themselves. Hey, yeah, I'm Cherokee, and natives, they were slaughtering themselves too, and we all need to know we're just human. There's all white people channels and shit like that. These cats trying to run the mind of foreigners. I don't know who they think they talking to. You know what I'm saying? But they just literally trying to just run the mind of foreigners, and they foreigners and shit like that. And it's disgusting looking. It's disgusting. Like you'll see them try to justify whatever they got going on or try to combat racism right now. But y'all done sat on my page for 10 years and seen this shit. It's pretty much nothing they can say at this point. Like they think other content creators ain't see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you already know they go extreme on natives, and then if you a free man and you waking up, they go hard on you too and stuff like that. So it's just the government. So at some point, anybody questioning anything about non-important people, we know who they are. Somebody make a question. I don't care about nobody in the Democratic or Republican Party. Y'all go talk about that in Europe somewhere. I don't care about no wars. Y'all go talk about that in Europe no more somewhere. I don't care about this P.Diddy case. That's why I barely talked about it. I'm just simply more entertaining than you being a foreigner. You're not needed. You're either gonna like break bread or be relatable. I'd rather not listen to anything that you're saying. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Unless we're having a good debate about something. But anything else, I don't care about. I have patience. I went through 10 plus years of your racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any regular person online, see, that's why I know I ain't regular. I'm a whole different creature. Say any regular person online, they don't, since they don't know what's actually going on, they're not able to take it like me. So also, white boy don't do it on them like that. So it's like white boy still be working on these people in some type of way. So the way white boy be racist or troll other people ain't how y'all see the same people on my page leaving extreme shit. Who you see that they don't even got no business even being on my page. How is I'm entertaining them? How is I'm their audience? See what I'm saying? So just let you know, hey, this is the person we don't like. It ain't no it's just regular people online. You know what I'm saying? This is the feds, the CIA. They was white boys showing you we don't like Native Americans. Then they trying to put themselves into a situation where they're trying to speak for everybody and who everybody think they are, and then they don't know themselves and cause this type of content to be out in the first place, but never stop it. But you will see a person, especially a female online, go through certain shit like this just a few days and cause hell. But see, white boy know what kind of position this person is in, like mentally and physically. So white boy don't even go that far. But I even look at that as an extreme racism. Like I start seeing the same feds that be on my channel, even when they take my shit, be on other people's panels, support other people, it don't be nobody but the same people on my page right now. The feds, the CIA, it be the same people doing bribery, funding a person, donations and shit like that to talk about bullshit. I look at all that as racism because, like, you literally don't gotta do that on this land. Like, I hope you don't think you proving something to me. And they jump on this chat every day like they're proving to me that they don't give a fuck. Like, I didn't create YouTube. I don't give a fuck about you not giving a fuck. Or I wouldn't be up here every day. And I would cause hell like regular people and people who trying to create businesses and shit and constantly dealing with form of racism every day on a chat, on a content that ain't even got nothing to do that for what that's warranted for and shit like that. This is why I even stopped talking about astrology. Not getting paid for it. And second of all, the fuck I'm talking about astrology for to get up here and get psyoped. To create a whole bunch of fake ass synthetic pages and bring a bunch of fake ass people to infiltrate what I already got going on. And none of these people be trying to help. None of these people be trying to create platforms, set up no events, nothing. And everything I do out of my own pocket because that's how the natives do. So that's how we going to keep doing it. And I know better now. I don't mix with no damn foreigners. People's retarded and shit like that. It just be psyops online and creating weird shit. And you could tell it's white boy shit because the shit they brag about or expressing their dislikes about. Look, we got totally two different cultures. Like, a lot of shit I don't even understand it. I understand it from your position, but in my position, I was never in y'all face in the first place. You jumped in my face. So you just a punk to me. You will never be nothing else but a punk. Everything you did, all them fire trucks, all the shadow banning and shit like that, and copying me and having people online being way worse and shit like. So you're trying to like be secretly funny type shit, but it's like racism. And I'm glad everybody is able to see that, from other tribes to freemans and stuff like that. Like, you trying to be funny in a way, and you think it's just your form of entertainment online, but you're making your software discredited. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You're just showing how racist and desperate y'all are as white boys right now. And you think, like, because y'all don't do that as extreme on other people's channels, that give you the go to sit here and do it on my channel extreme. That give people light bulbs on top of their head, especially my people. Like, I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to, but like, these people be online thinking that everybody trying to connect with people online. Before you can even connect with me, you going through about 20 different people. So you're watched. Like every single, this is how I knew that them fake ass dancing pages and shit like that was infiltrating y'all online on IG. Thank you so much for the Cashapp call. Like, I have actual family saying, this person be in your comments doing this. They got this leads to this ain't our culture. That's why y'all always be hearing me throughout the years. And some of y'all might catch offense because y'all think y'all be taking it personal. So every time I might say soul group or subconscious community, y'all take that personal too. Like, y'all automatically think I'm talking about y'all online. I got family. I got people already. How you think I be getting music videos done? I'm trying to make online assimilated. And anytime I see things that goes beyond, even people I'm trying to participate with, I attack that. If you a fool and you a part of that, you could be in a line of fire or catching a fence in some way, shape, or form and thinking I'm negative. And then this how I can't look at you like nothing else, but you're a WASI'CHU. And wait till a few years and you go through life and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about and start getting right into your energy where even if I'm not on your homelands or you want to get with some people, you get this trust and fuck all this bullshit you wrapped up in at the moment. You going to get to that level if a lot of y'all didn't get. You're going to start to realize there's trickery going on. And everybody reached that same situation. Your parents, parents, everybody. That's how people's lands getting took. You see what I'm saying? So I'll be attacking something itself. And it be people involved into these fake pages too. That if you start seeing, for an example, this is what y'all don't understand too. Like, you know, I'm gonna stop teaching this too, because it's like year after year. I understand foreigners don't be trying to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like us natives be the only people trying to do something. Y'all be too busy trying to y'all got to go through too many layers. First, you don't even understand what culture is. Then it's another thing that's added. You want to be a part of things. Then you're inside of a melting pot. You have to get through some agreement thing first. That take y'all never could get there. This is why I don't seem like none of y'all, even a free man, can't build together. Y'all have to do too many missions before what us natives and the original free man and Puerto Ricans and stuff was trying to do with Mexicans. It was already a thing because it was more the other way around. First tribe, us trying to blend, then not. It's already confused. Y'all lost y'all legacy. Then there's a bunch of melting pot foreigner, and then y'all trying to find how to connect. Man, that ain't nothing but leading to a whole bunch of more high school stabbings, a whole bunch of more just dumb shit and things of that nature, like the dumbass comments, the trolling and shit like that. So it's like it's too much, like shit y'all gotta get through, like to the point that it ain't. Anything I say will be negative because it goes against white boy stupid shit. I had another point too. Hold on. I had another point before that, but y'all just be lost in the sauce. With some people, you get this trust and fuck all this bullshit you wrapped up in. I think online assimilated. Yeah, okay, that's it. Based upon they got some concept making y'all think that everybody's supposed to be online and some commentator energy, and then y'all could connect in some type of way that they're trying to make cool, but it's lame. For an example, even how they're trying to teach us how to be online and be content creators, they're stealing from people like me. But when they're trying to do it their own way, everything they describe is the very thing that you would dislike a person about. For an example, you will go to your YouTube analytic page and have a white boy or any ethnicity that work in YouTube still colonized brain, and he'll be like, hey, to build your community, you have to do this and make this type of video, then interact with these type of people or things of that nature. Listen, the natural, genuine content creator look at that as a scheme. Oh, this person is doing this too much. Oh, they're trying to steal my audience. That's what a content creator that actually built their audience would think about. These people not in that position. They're looking at a character that content creators have and then be like, okay, this is what you should be like. And then they create a system that look like it's civilized, that they could control, that go back to their creativity that they lack. So it end up making everybody Adam 22s. It make everybody look fake. It make look like the only way you get in the algorithm is doing some weak ass shit. But if you talking about what I'm talking about, you experience the highest racism in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, a white boy can't come on my page and think my videos, especially my recent videos, the way they are, racist, as if it's not real people. Like my people and real people sat here and watched you do what you did for 10 years. Like, what do you think? Like, I don't get it. You sat here and showed people, like, that you do AI and you specifically do it to single out people and you do it on other people's shit. But when it comes to being ignorant, you want to do it to Native Americans in the most ignorant way as possible. You like literally sat here and showed that. Like, it didn't even take me nothing. It didn't take no other content creator, no regular people. You literally just did that on your own. And you You constantly come up here every day like you reminding me something. Like you ain't reminding me nothing. We have two different cultures. I don't need your validation about nothing. So I'm not. I can get up here and spiritually kick your ass and switch the subject. I don't feel what you think you're trying to make me feel like. I don't understand why you feel the way you feel. That's my point. You're weak. You allow external things to even make you show the hand that you're willing to destroy a group of peoples, right? And how you're doing it in other ways. This is your doing. Like, I don't even know you. I don't know none of these white boys that be clicking my link and how they be making AI pages and stuff like that to try to discredit my page, to make it seem like my page is would attract these type of people. Yeah, you. All real people never seen it that way. You what you really show is you're not up to game. You're not up to game. So you're like self-projecting in this new shift and you ain't know that was the shift. How is you sitting here trolling me that long and listening to me? Copying me at the same time, sending me shirts, fake soul group that y'all fake people, white boys behind it, and you ain't learn anything. So it really was just about money. It really ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You didn't learn anything. Y'all are getting y'all spiritual ass kicked in today's time. It's like you didn't learn anything. It ain't like I'm talking about anything different from the water snake, us living in the water being, the water snake being, everything. It's like I'm not. You literally fell into my hands and it's now New Worldia. Like you literally did that without me even trying, and you gave your power away. Nobody told you to single people out and do extreme porn bombing, chopping off people's heads, and think who you doing it to, and then try to slightly do it to other people, but not that extreme. Like, but you don't know who you fucking with. Like you got a mental illness. You just doing shit. That's why I said they just winging it. They don't know what the fuck they doing. These just people just winging it. The whole system is dumb. They just winging it. Ain't no way in hell you could possibly know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You're just up here failing, making people look crazy, making politics look crazy. At first, I was starting to believe in y'all concept of y'all trying to play God, but I was giving y'all too much credit. You know how God is in this world, but not of it. They still trying to play that concept, but they say it's God's plan. So, it's always, I like to float around. There's always a group of white boys trying to do that. So I used to give them too much credit, like to see if they plan. So at some point I was even thinking what I was doing was part of the plan. Showing people that you don't have to be involved in so much other shit, still be from the same background as others and look like others and be intelligent, and there's a lane for that. And then I started to see the hate that my people started to get and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, white boy reading books. Then I started looking at it from the holy perspective. Is like, all right, white boy pervert plans. So let me go ahead and take that Lucifer shit from them, that alien shit back from them, the spiritual shit back from them, astrology back. They ain't got a leg to stand on. I kick their ass in any realm of reality when it comes to psychology or whatever the case may be, to the point that anything you use, I'm going to say you copying me. It's my shit. This is my land, my mind, and I dare you to try to debate me. You can't. All you could do is psyop. You can't. You never could with my people. And you know better. Sit the fuck down. The big boy is talking right now. So when it comes to that energy, right, I kicked the can up under all these funky ass feet. So I created the situation we in right now for everybody to realize and be able to compare and contrast. Motherfuckers ain't got no power. They got manipulation. Then, for the most part, put us in this circumstance for y'all to understand what's going on. Well, I had another point. I don't want to miss my point. All real people destroy a group of people. Because I'm gonna show you what's real. No, after that, I'm gonna. It's like you didn't learn anything. It ain't like yeah, but you ain't learned shit. They still try to play that concept, but they say it's God's plan. Yeah, God's plan. So for the most part, right? At first I was starting to give them too much credit. I was starting to think, all right, but the stuff I do behind closed doors start happening too much. So I'm like, these cats weak. Get the fuck out of here with that. Anything you do, You gotta wait till I say it or somebody else say it and then do it on that date or whatever like that. And you keep fucking around in that area, I'll put everybody in a box. And that's specifically on purpose. It been about 7 years now. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know who they fucking with. You don't have no magic. It's nothing you could convince. It's nothing you could say in every realm. I done watched all in every realm, and other spirits have too. But it's like you are discredited. Whatever you do shall be used against you in a judge or order or whatever the case may be. You ain't did half of the shit I done on the time whatever. I'm pretty sure you don't even know what the fuck happened. I got a whole notebook willing to compare. Where's the shit? That compare and contrast that I know for a fact that now I could try time travel. If I go back to 1870 and white boys set something up and claim they did it, they wait till somebody else said it. White boy ain't come up with shit creative. White boy ain't shit. Fuck out of here. You ain't got no motherfucking magic. You gotta wait till somebody else said it and create a network and add on to the belief so enough other foreigners to believe it. So if the white boy do it with technology, right? That's the only way a white boy know how to do it. It has seemed like that's what happened. This is what got y'all believing in the floods. I done created so many motherfucking floods and they goddamn shit. Yo shit is weak. Only thing you can do is some physical shit. These cats is weak, dog. They weak. Weak, dog. Throw all y'all motherfucking books away. I know that much. Anything I see you fucking do is racist. I don't give a fuck what it is. I see any motherfucking thing. I see another person be harmed. I see another motherfucker. Any fucking circumstance I see up here, some witchcraft is motherfuckers being racist. Don't even think. Don't do nothing. Stop. Don't do anything. Get there. Get over here. Get right here. Don't move nowhere. Don't move nowhere. You motherfucking racist ass motherfuckers. Don't move. Don't think. Anything you do is motherfucking racist. You motherfuckers is out your motherfucking minds. Y'all don't got shit but physical practices that y'all motherfuckers doing on people. If I sit here and run down the extreme amount of racism that these people do in sense, I know not no la la land shit, y'all. Not no, none of that shit. You will see how demonic the white boy is. I'm not even show all that shit though. We got folders and shit. You don't even know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. I got about 30 Bibles already. I don't even know if I'm putting these online. Y'all ain't written no Bible. Y'all didn't write no Bible. Y'all didn't have no word. Y'all didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. These stories y'all talking about in the Bible of anybody seeing, you did not see. I dare somebody get up here, a white boy try to get up here and try to debate. Did somebody in the ancient times seen these things? Motherfucker, you talking about what I'm talking about, what my people talking about, how to actually see it. You ain't see it. You don't got no debate, no logic, nothing in the goddamn world, even what you talking about. We ain't even talking about just spiritual. We talking about physical shit. Don't even talk about none of y'all punk ass laws. Y'all punk ass laws is trash. Every punk ass law could get debunked too and be seen as fucking racist. Now y'all go play y'all punk ass games somewhere fucking else. Play it with P.Diddy and stupid ass shit and things of that nature. But y'all are fucking weirdos. And sitting here trolling my damn channel with damn racism and you ain't got no damn fucking mind. You fucking lost as hell. Y'all are out y'all minds. Y'all better go back home in y'all damn soil. Go pray. Y'all better go find God or some shit like that because you ain't dealing with nobody but yourself. When I leave this live stream, you still dealing with yourself. Whatever, you still see me in your head doing this, you know what I'm saying? You can make some money off another football jersey or something. And Cleveland Indian, goddamn, whatever the case in your motherfucker being shit like that. You ain't gonna be able to take none of that with you. Guess what you gonna take with you, though? And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. Hey, because the whole world is built off symbolism and images. Flight boss, bitch, and you watch me. I don't know who you is. I ain't got to think about you. And I'm saying I'm back every time. Flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel. In the middle care, I got duties and motherfucking responsibilities. The next Mal meeting also, too. I'm going to set it up for public and people online that might want to pop up and shit like that. Because we create whole new forts and shit like that. New studios. And I can introduce y'all to other tribes and other natives and freemans and stuff. It's other people too though, but mainly native. I'm dropping another soul group mixtape too. It's Native Doubt. You know what I'm saying? But everybody who jump on it, who want to be on it, you can be on it too, though. But we about to really show the world what a soul tribe and a soul group actually looks like on this land. And it's open for all other ethnicities and things of that nature, whatever the case may be. But we'll just show y'all what it means to work on something, build something, be in that area, care more about that park, care more about that. Whoever got this, they add on to it. Whoever got that, even if we all in one area and everybody paying rent, I'm about to show y'all that. And me and my people and show you whoever want to participate. But it's fucking around if y'all just keep getting lost in WASI'CHU way of thinking y'all not even really spiritual or anything of that nature. Y'all have to get past that before y'all even could get in some type of communion like that. But y'all need examples and things, you know what I'm saying? Just y'all have to watch it, I guess, and then have to see it. But I love all y'all from about, all right, y'all stay spiritually protected.